Well, number one.
G'day, Gavin here from Summit Expeditions. Previously in episode 1 I showed you a trailer that I'd come across about 60 kilometres out of Wiluna, and that trailer I thought was used for recovering vehicles, stranded or broken down vehicles on the Canning Stock route. Since then a bloke called Mark, a track care volunteer, has written into me to let me know what that trailer was actually for, and it's pretty fascinating. So he writes, the abandoned trailer was used to deliver the building supplies for Well 49 Ranger Station, the double toilet and shower. The driver was on his way out when he ran out of tyres, and I think his sense of humour was running thin also. The items at Well 49 were constructed by Track Care in May 2017. I happened to be part of the crew and enjoyed every minute of it. So thank you very much for writing in, Mark. I really appreciate knowing the history behind that trailer. I could see it hadn't been there long, and I could see Well 49's Ranger Station was brand new, but I wasn't actually sure whether it was built the year before or this year or when it was. So thanks for writing in, and enjoy the rest of the episode.
Just finished up at Well 40, went and paid our respects, well, went and paid my respects, I suppose, to Tobin, who was speared near Well 40 almost 100 years ago. Well, a little bit over 100 years ago, sorry. 07 he was speared. Just going to chuck the GoPro on, get a little bit of footage, cruising through Tobin's lake now and about to do the crossing. Heaps of evidence of people coming through here very early in the season when it's still wet, and they must have had a horrendous time trying to get themselves out. There's some very, very deep ruts where people have got themselves bogged and had to dig themselves out. That would have been a lot of hard work. So yeah, I'll chuck this on and continue on. So just finished crossing Tobin's Lake. It's really nice to cross. It's probably the longest, smoothest section of track I've been on so far. You can actually do 60-70 kilometers an hour for most of it. without the corrugation, so that was quite nice for a change. The silence was very nice and welcome. I even turned the music off so I could enjoy it for a little while. But yeah, nice fast section across the lake. There is a massive washout. They warn you about it on the maps as a severe dip, and it is really severe. Like, you would not want to hit that at 60-70 k's an hour, but you do get a fair warning. So where you see the sand dunes have sort of crossed Tobin's lake, and it's on the what would you say, the southern side of the lake as well. So yeah, when you come across that, just slow down for those particular bits, and also watch out for the massive grooves that people have carved through there that have come out early season, and they've tackled the lake while it's still wet, and so it softens right up, obviously, and some people have got themselves into a lot of trouble. But yeah, beautiful spot. I'm coming across some really nice tree woodland area now on the southern side of Tobin's lake. Didn't miss these corrugations at all. Almost feel like turning around and doing Tobin's lake again, just so I can enjoy that smooth, no corrugation sound for a bit longer. But then I wouldn't get anywhere. Making good progress today. Did well, let's see, a little bit over 70 k's so far, so making good time. So I've just arrived at the rock art site that sits between well 37 and 38, and just going in for a look, so thought I'd take you with me. Bit of a rocky outcrop, lots of footprints around. Someone's left a note. Important. Yeah. So it says important. Extremely dangerous, recent roof collapse. And I'm guessing that's those boulders right there that collapsed. So we'll have to be a bit careful. You can see why it's collapsing. Look at all the fractures that are up through the top there. That's not got long left in it at all. A couple of cyclones. That'll be the end of it. There's a well-worn track that goes up this way. Maybe this is where the rock art is. Well, I'm not quite sure. It's possible the rock art was on that upper surface that collapsed, but I can't see anything. Could be staring me right in the face. Yeah, I'll have another quick look and then move on. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. There was some things in there that looked like they might have been rock art. There were some idiots in there that had used chalk and written on the wall. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a quick look in the book. But it could have been on that surface that collapsed, which was underneath. It looks like the roof has fallen down. and that would have given someone a hell of a headache if they were in there at the time. But I'm just going to move on. So I'm just past well 36, so I decided not to camp there the night. Probably no firewood, but didn't even look, to tell the truth, because I would rather camp here. Have a look at that. I'm not far off the CSR. The ground is hard, like if you had swags or something like that, you could cruise very comfortably on this sand with your swag. Heaps of firewood, and I've got a feeling there's going to be lots of little critters out tonight, and I'm going to set up some cameras, see if I can capture them. But beautiful spot. I'm going to flick the camera around in a second. Check this out. No footprints. No markings of any kind of anyone else being here. This is what camping in the desert is all about. Having it all to yourself. So the only footprints here are mine ruining the place. But they'll be gone next time the wind gets up. So that's my little setup there. You could quite easily fit a small group in this section. You can see the ripples in the sand. Beautiful sunset. Is there anywhere else you would rather be? Absolutely magic. I don't know if it'll come up in this camera or not, but the green of this Spinifex against that red dirt is quite striking. It might not be coming up at all, but the Spinifex is all seeding. Oh, here we go, got some tracks of, looks like dingo paw. Let's see what's over this way. Dingo's definitely been through here at some stage. Looks like quite a while ago. And Also quite a while ago, you got these large hoof prints from camels. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. A couple of camel hoof prints heading off in that direction, and a few more in this direction. Been seeing quite a few camel footprints, but I haven't seen any camels yet. But apparently people have been seeing heaps of them down south. Really, really nice driving today. Yeah, apart from the idiots chopping up the track. Yeah, that's no good, but a fantastic section that I've just done, going through the old desert oak bushland with spin effects, you know, high seeding spin effects, sort of blowing in the breeze. Real picturesque stuff. I've enjoyed the windy track too. So the track for the last part, between 37 and 36, the track winds its way parallel with the dunes. So you're sitting up on top of the dunes, and it's still quite firm. No worries there with the traction, but yeah, really nice, pretty winding driving on sand. Bugger all corrugations, which is something I really liked. Far less corrugations between 36 and 37. Yeah, 36, 37. Had to remember where I am. It's a lot of wells. So I did about 170 k's today. Not too bad. It was a good run. I only averaged the GPS that I'm using to record. Only averaged 27 k's. So pretty slow going for most of the day, but that's okay because I'm here to take in the views. Nothing's fallen off the cruiser. Very happy. Cruiser's still going really well. I check all the time, just in case. Checking the aerials, they're the things that seem to come a little bit loose. Checking the lights. I'll be checking underneath later on, but first I've got to get my firewood sorted. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to go collect it, and then I might turn it on later on when we kick this fire off. Well, in just a few minutes I've managed to find plenty of firewood. So I'll get my shovel out now and I'll make a little bit of a hole for a fire pit, and I'll get this hot plate heated up and get some food cooking while the sun's still up. A lot of the wood in WA, especially up through the desert, it's very light. It's not a hardwood, burns very easily, so you don't need a great deal of it to get quite a hot fire. But you do need quite a bit of it to keep going all night. Little bit of newspaper underneath just to help you going. Just going to move you over here. Let's see, how's that look? Bloody beautiful. Don't know if you'll see that or not. That's what I'm having for dinner tonight. Beautiful. Can't wait. I'm going to sit down to a coldie and a nice feed. Actually chuck that on. Yeah, boy. Alright, before I go much further, my two secret ingredients are garlic infused cooking oil and Worcestershire sauce. Love this stuff, absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it doesn't take much and that thing's raging. I've hit the proper corrugations now.